Hey friends, Caesar here with another video, a new lighting setup and camera setup, and using my not new microphone, but I've had this microphone for about a year or two, and I've used it on other different types of videos. I decided to use it this time. On my last few videos, I was using this wireless on my phone, which I thought it was pretty decent. I can't remember the brand, but this mic setup for the phone sounded pretty decent for the first time using it. It's only $13 on Amazon. So here's my like I was talking in my last video, I was talking about starting my new journal, and I kind of feel like, with everything out there and all the options that I already own on when it comes to notebooks and journals and things like that I'm picking something kind of like not appropriate, but I feel comfortable with this. So this is just like my everyday one. So this is going to sit on my desk, I guess. And I already filled a few pages out from the last couple of days. Places I've been. This is like everything's going to go on here. I was filling out a different notebook earlier, but that was from my aquatic stuff, my fish tank and stuff, and all that stuff, and studies that I've been doing. I started reading this book on aquariums and organic aquariums, and so I wanted to keep a log, because I got 2 aquariums going, organic ones, and I wanted to keep a log of what I was doing. And this is a different notebook that I've been using, and I think I showed this one the other day. I just added a few more stickers on there, but yeah, this is just my commonplace for this book, and so here are some important notes about the water and all that stuff. So today I kind of did a little bit of I'm ready. Well, I'm not ready. I realized that I'm not ready. I need a couple more weeks before I added any fish to it. So I was kind of making some notes on the pH and the nitrate and nitrite on the water, in the water. So it's a little high, so I shouldn't add anything in there yet. So I was making notes on that. But see, this goes together right here. So I thought about transferring it to here, because I already had started on my previous notebook. I started something, but I'm just gonna keep it here, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. Another notebook that I've had for several years, and it started as this notebook right here, this cover leather. I use this, and I've used this for several years now, for maybe about 5 years now. It's just a monthly planner that I use. It's just a calendar style type thing. I'm not going to show anything. I got bills and things like that in here. So this is like just keep a visual track of, when I need to pay bills and things like that. And so I keep this in my desk. Sometimes I carry it with me to kind of balance it out, or just kind of look ahead to see what's coming for the week. And I use this. I carry this with me or leave it on my desk all the time. Another couple of notebooks that I keep on my desk, and I don't remember if I showed this, but this is like my book commonplace. So I'm keeping like a library, or let me get this one out of the way for now. I'm keeping like a notebook about all the books on an Audible on Audible, sorry, and books that I've read, physically read, and these are not all of them, but I decided just to kind of keep track of, and sometimes I'll say something, and some of them have spoilers, but just kind of quick thoughts about the book. This is a physical book that I read. This is like when I discovered Charles Bukowski, great author. Slow Horses. So this is like where I keep, all the books that I've read, and kind of I rate them and stuff like that. I think I've had these scattered around on my other notebooks, so I decided to keep them all in one, and this is where I keep it. And I also have like an index, like table of contents, basically of everything and when I read it, blah blah blah, what page. And I also had started another one where I keep like TV shows and movies that I've watched recently, and these are just some of the things that I've seen recently. Some of them I've watched more than 3 times. Some of them are coming up to 4 times. I just watched this the other day, and I just So this is something that I keep at my desk as well, and so here's a one that I've been using the last few days. I thought I was going to use a Moleskine or something, but I had to use this one because I was going through my stash of notebooks and stuff. I received this as a gift from my son about 2 Christmases ago, and I put it away, and I ran into it the other day, and I thought, oh, this is the perfect time, so I should start using this. So it comes with one notebook on the inside, and I think I have extras, so we'll see. I want to see how this goes with this one, and I carry a pen in there. And so I started this, and let's see, but I'm using this more of a everyday kind of thing. I'm taking this with me. If there's anything at work, I'm at work, or anything stuff that I run into, or things I just want to write real quick, or some ideas, or something that I don't want to forget, or something that I just want to stick on my more on my big one. So I want to keep it on here. So this is the one I'm using right now, and I wrote a few notes here. So I started reading a book. I got like 3 or 4 books going on right now. So I started reading this book that a friend suggested I should read, and it's by C.S. Lewis, and it's called the Screwtape Letters. It's about a demon that's advising another demon. And so I started going down the rabbit hole because I don't know. I know I've heard of C.S. Lewis before. I never read anything of his. So I kind of just wrote some notes down about him. And that's how I kind of go down the rabbit hole on things. I just, any author or anything, or any book, or anything that's of interest, I just go down deep and just try to see. So I read the first letter, supposedly, and a bunch of notes that I wrote on here that was kind of interesting. It took me a while. It took me about 3 times to read that chapter. And it's not long. It's about maybe a 5-minute read. But it took me about 3 times to really understand it, because the how do you say, the way words were used back in the day. I mean, he wrote this in 1950. Let me see. I even wrote it down. C.S. Lewis wrote this in 1941. So vocabulary back then was different. What he was saying in this book, in this letter, is doesn't really apply to nowadays. It's like you have to kind of like, in a way, translate it. If I don't know if that's the right way. I guess words and vocabulary was a little different than it is now. It's more I think it was more sophisticated. So yeah. So this is what I'm using it for. I might end up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about using a commonplace specific book for this book that I'm reading, because this is not that long, so I can keep these notes here. And and I guess me and my friend are going to discuss this book later on, and that's why I'm writing the notes down so I can understand it. And so, yeah, this was my everyday one. This was a gift from my son a couple of years ago, and I put it away. I knew I was going to use it sooner or later, and now is the time to use it. I like using these little clips, and I kind of like this little setup because I have this other one, right? And I try to use this one before in the past, and when I lay it down flat, these little things here just get in the way. This gets in the way, and it's like trying to put it down flat or lay it down flat. It's like I can feel the bumps and everything when I'm trying to write, and so it's like, yeah. I ended up using it for my just calendar, and that's what I use it for. I bought this Lockbee. I think I mentioned in a video. I found it. I found this Lockbee. I bought this Lockbee notebook holder, and it came with several of the inserts. And see, this is the one I was gonna start using, but same size. But I found it to be the same. It felt the same. It just doesn't lay flat. I like notebooks to just lay flat, so I can write comfortably. And so this one has this hook. I like it. I like the idea. I like the form and everything. But I don't know. It's like I want to. It's like part of me is like I want to use it, and I might use it because I have the inserts that came with it, and I think I wrote in it about halfway through one of the inserts, and I even ordered extra inserts for this. So I have several Lockbee inserts for this thing, and so yeah, this is what's going on. And just in case, I'm a big George R.R. Martin fan. I started reading this, and I just saw the first episode, and it's a good, fun read. I mean, I'm a little bit ahead of the episode, so I'm gonna try to stay ahead. So this book it's in 3 sections. There's 3 different novels in this one, and there's just like short stories from George R.R. Martin and The Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. So yeah, there's 3 different novellas, I guess that's how he calls them. It's got illustrations in there, which is cool. I just bought the Game of Thrones volume with illustrations, and I'm kind of excited because I'm gonna reread that. And but yeah, that's just a little update for what I'm doing. And yeah, this is going to be my everyday carry that I carry, and so this is my new one that I'm starting to fill out with everyday stuff, and this stays on my desk, and just events and things like that. This is just like everything's gonna go here in a better, neater form, I guess. This is just for notes and things to do, and and things that might go from here to here in the future. So yeah, so thanks for watching. I'm hoping I didn't make this video way too long, and I'll see you next time.